Let your life be a river where wealth flows easily and abundantly, for when your mind and spirit are clear, the world has no choice but to give you its riches. Lord Kubera's Magic Haven. The wealth must flow, manifesting riches through mind, rituals and spirit, written and published by Lord Kubera Magic Haven. Introduction. Welcome, everyone. Today, we're embarking on a transformative journey that could change your perspective on wealth and prosperity forever. Let me ask you this: what if I told you that the keys to unlocking unlimited wealth are already within you, specifically, within your mind and spirit? That's right. Wealth isn't merely a result of hard work or luck, it's about how you align your thoughts and energy with the abundant flow that surrounds you. So, what do I mean by this? The concept of letting the wealth flow invites us to view wealth not just as material possessions but as a dynamic energy. Wealth flows to those who are mentally and spiritually prepared to receive it. Today, we'll break this down step by step. You'll discover how shifting your mindset and tapping into your spiritual power can help manifest riches in your life in ways you may never have imagined. What are we going to cover today? By the end of this audio, you'll understand how to make essential mindset shifts to invite wealth into your life. Spiritual practices that wise individuals have used for centuries to attract abundance. Actionable steps to align your mind and spirit with the flow of wealth. To keep our journey engaging, we'll explore real-life examples of historical figures whose mastery of mindset and spiritual connection brought them tremendous fortune. Now, let's dive right in. Understanding wealth as energy. Imagine this: wealth is more than just coins or banknotes. Picture it as a flowing river of energy coursing through the universe. It's not about having a specific amount of money, it's about tuning into that flow and allowing it to come to you. Consider Mansa Musa, the 14th century ruler of the Mali Empire. Mansa Musa became one of the wealthiest individuals in history, not just by accumulating gold but by understanding the spiritual and economic currents of his empire. He believed that by giving generously, especially to the poor, and by building places of worship, wealth would continue to circulate back to him. His legendary pilgrimage to Mecca, where he distributed gold to everyone he met, exemplified his understanding of wealth as energy. The more he gave, the more he attracted in return. For Musa, wealth wasn't merely material, it was a spiritual practice that kept the energy of abundance flowing. What can we learn from this? Wealth is fluid. When you understand it as a form of energy, you can start attracting it instead of chasing it. But like any energy, it can be blocked or misdirected by negative thoughts, limiting beliefs, or spiritual blockages. Mindset shifts for wealth manifestation. Let's explore one of the first steps to letting wealth flow into your life: mindset shifts. If you're constantly focused on scarcity, fixating on what you lack, you're effectively pushing wealth away. Take Marcus Licinius Crassus, one of ancient Rome's wealthiest individuals. After losing his family's fortune in his youth, he could have easily adopted a scarcity mindset. Instead, Crassus seized every opportunity. He bought properties at low prices, took calculated risks, and built an incredible fortune. He didn't wait for wealth to come to him, he created it by believing in its abundance. What does this mean for you? If you believe wealth is scarce or that you're unworthy of riches, you shut off the flow. But when you view wealth as abundant and accessible, you open the door for it to enter your life. Let's take a moment to examine your beliefs about wealth. Are you holding on to old narratives, like money being evil or that rich people are greedy? It's time to shift that thinking. Start telling yourself, wealth flows to me effortlessly. I am worthy of abundance. Just like Crassus, you can create opportunities for wealth to flow into your life by aligning your thoughts with abundance. Spiritual practices to attract wealth. Now that we've explored the mindset component, let's dive into the spiritual practices that have been utilized for centuries to attract wealth and abundance. Consider King Solomon of Israel, one of history's wisest and wealthiest kings. Solomon didn't just inherit his wealth, he actively sought wisdom, knowing that wealth would follow. According to ancient texts, he often meditated and asked for divine guidance. He didn't simply pray for wealth, he prayed for wisdom. His connection to the divine was a key factor in his prosperity. What's the lesson here? Spiritual practices can amplify the wealth you attract. Connecting with something greater than yourself, through meditation, prayer, or rituals, opens you up to new levels of abundance. How can you apply this today? Start incorporating simple practices like daily gratitude or meditation into your routine. Gratitude elevates your vibration and attracts positive energy, including wealth. Meditate on abundance, visualize wealth flowing into your life like a river, and feel the emotions that come with it. One simple practice to begin with is lighting a green candle, traditionally a symbol of prosperity, and sitting quietly, focusing on your intention to let wealth flow into your life. Visualize the candle's flame drawing abundance toward you, much like King Solomon would have done. Taking action, aligning mind and spirit with practical steps. It's crucial to note that shifting your mindset and engaging in spiritual practices is just one part of the equation. How do you turn that energy into real-world wealth? Take inspiration from Andrew Carnegie, who rose from humble beginnings to become one of the richest men in the world in the 19th century. Carnegie believed in the power of thought and action. He famously stated, "Think of yourself as on the threshold of unparalleled success. A whole, clear, glorious life lies before you. Achieve. Achieve." Carnegie used his mind to focus on success and his spirit to remain open to new opportunities. But he also took action, investing in people, industries, and innovations that helped him grow his wealth. This is a critical point. Mindset and spiritual alignment alone won't bring you wealth, you must take inspired action. When your mind and spirit align with wealth, you'll notice opportunities everywhere. The key is to act on those opportunities. Invest in your knowledge, seek out new ventures, and manage your money wisely. Letting wealth flow into your life requires a balance of mindset, spiritual connection, and practical action. Just like the abundance-focused mindset of Marcus Crassus, the spiritual practices of King Solomon, and the decisive actions of Andrew Carnegie, these principles have been used for centuries to attract wealth. Now, it's your turn. Start by shifting your thoughts, engaging in spiritual practices, and taking practical steps toward your financial goals. The wealth you seek is not out of reach, it's simply waiting for you to open the channels and let it flow. Wealth is a flowing energy. Consider this: wealth flows like a river, sometimes abundant and swift, other times slowing to a trickle, but it never stops moving. Wealth isn't static, it moves between people, countries, and generations. The ancient philosopher Seneca, a wealthy Roman statesman, spoke of wealth as something to be understood as fluid, not clung to. He believed that fortune is fleeting unless one is attuned to the ebb and flow of wealth. For Seneca, it wasn't the gold or silver that made him rich but his understanding of wealth as an opportunity flow. To attract wealth into your life, you must align with its energy. This means opening yourself to abundance, staying aware of opportunities, and allowing prosperity to come naturally, without forcing it. Take the example of Cyrus the Great, the founder of the Persian Empire. Cyrus didn't merely conquer lands, he channeled wealth rather than hoarding it. After each conquest, he didn't plunder regions but invested in rebuilding them, ensuring that wealth would circulate. His ability to recognize that wealth, like water, must flow to be sustained was the key to his empire's flourishing. By helping others grow, he grew richer himself. However, just as a river can be dammed, wealth can also be blocked. What are these blocks? Fear, doubt, negative thoughts, and limiting beliefs. These act like boulders in the riverbed, stopping the natural flow of wealth and prosperity. How often have we told ourselves, "I'm not good with money," or "I'll never be rich"? These beliefs affect not just our minds, they also influence our energy field and prevent us from receiving abundance. Consider the life of Leonardo da Vinci. Though known as a genius artist and inventor, he struggled with financial success throughout much of his life. His internal doubts and self-criticism held him back. Da Vinci often hesitated to finish projects, fearing they wouldn't be good enough. These fears stunted his potential, causing wealth to elude him. It was only when he began to trust his genius that opportunities, and wealth, began to manifest, as patrons sought his commissions. This reminds us that when we cling to limiting beliefs, we block wealth's energy. Just as Da Vinci had to overcome his internal barriers to let his brilliance shine, we too must remove our mental and spiritual obstacles to let wealth flow freely into our lives. The energy of abundance. So how do we align with the energy of wealth? It starts by realizing that both mind and spirit play critical roles in attracting abundance. Your thoughts, emotions, and spiritual state generate the energetic vibrations you send out into the world. The wealth that flows back to you is a reflection of these vibrations. Again, let's take Andrew Carnegie, for instance. He didn't stop at positive thinking, he combined it with spiritual alignment. Carnegie regularly meditated and visualized wealth flowing to him, not out of greed but as a form of energy to allow him to contribute to society. Remarkably, he gave away nearly 90% of his fortune before his death, understanding that wealth should not be stagnant. His life demonstrated that when mind and spirit are in harmony with the concept of abundance, wealth will flow continuously, not just into your bank account, but into every corner of your life. In the same way, you must clear your mind of doubt and open your spirit to receiving. Whether through meditation, prayer, or visualization, connecting your inner world with the outer world of wealth is essential. Visualize wealth as energy, see it flowing to you, not because you are chasing it but because you are aligned with it. Let your life be a river where wealth flows easily and abundantly. When your mind and spirit are clear, the world has no choice but to give you its riches. Let's travel back in time to the 1st century BC and look at Marcus Licinius Crassus, one of the wealthiest men in ancient Rome. Crassus had a mindset of abundance, not scarcity. While others saw destruction in the aftermath of fires, he saw opportunity. Imagine this: when a fire broke out, many would lament the loss. But Crassus would purchase the burning buildings, repair them, and resell them for a fortune. Where others saw ruin, he saw profit. This mindset of recognizing potential where others saw lack made Crassus immensely rich. He wasn't constrained by the belief that wealth was finite, he believed it could be created. When you shift to an abundance mindset, you begin to see opportunities where before you saw obstacles. Instead of saying, "I can't afford this," start asking yourself, "How can I create the wealth to afford this?" This subtle shift rewires your brain to look for solutions instead of fixating on problems. Actionable tip: daily affirmations. To help cultivate this mindset, practice daily affirmations that reinforce abundance. Here are a few examples. I am worthy of wealth. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly. Repeat these statements every morning and night to begin training your mind to expect abundance. You'll soon find that your thoughts align with the energy of wealth, opening new avenues for prosperity. Now let's dive into the deeper part of wealth manifestation: your belief systems surrounding money. Whether you realize it or not, the beliefs you've inherited from your family, society, and religion can significantly impact your ability to attract and retain wealth. For centuries, many people have been taught that money is evil or that rich people are greedy. This notion isn't new. Even in ancient times, there was a common belief that wealth was corrupting. But let's reflect on Andrew Carnegie again. If he had believed that money was inherently evil, he might have lived a very different life. Instead, he rewrote the narrative, believing that money could be a force for good. This belief helped him amass great wealth and enabled him to use that wealth for the betterment of the world. Journaling exercise: rewrite your money story. Now, here's the challenge for you: re-examine your core beliefs about money. If you've been taught that wealth is something only a few lucky people can have or that becoming rich means losing your morals, it's time to rewrite that story. Remember, money is a tool, it can be used for good or bad, depending on the person wielding it. Actionable tip: try a journaling exercise. Ask yourself, what did I learn about money growing up? Do I believe I'm capable of becoming wealthy? Write down any limiting beliefs you uncover and then challenge them by crafting new, empowering beliefs. This reflection can help reshape your financial destiny. Visualization techniques. Now that we've discussed shifting your mindset and reprogramming your beliefs, let's talk about one of the most powerful tools in wealth manifestation, visualization. Visualization is a technique that allows you to see your wealth before it physically arrives. By engaging your imagination, you align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the reality you want to create. Your mind is your greatest asset when it comes to manifesting, and visualization helps you tap into that power. Consider the story of Catherine the Great, the Russian empress of the 18th century. Before she rose to power, Catherine envisioned herself as a ruler, long before she sat on the throne. She cultivated the belief that she was destined to lead, and through her actions and unwavering vision, she became one of the most successful and powerful rulers in European history. She didn't just stumble into wealth and power, she saw it, believed it, and made it a reality. Actionable tip: daily visualization practice. When you visualize your wealth, feel it as if it's already happening. Ask yourself, what does your life look like when you are financially free? How does it feel to have money flowing to you effortlessly? Actionable tip: set aside 5 minutes every day to close your eyes and vividly imagine your life filled with abundance. Picture your bank balance, the opportunities, the lifestyle, the freedom. See yourself living it. The more detailed your visualization, the more your subconscious mind will work to bring it into reality. Spiritual practices to attract wealth. In this next section, we'll explore spiritual practices that have been used throughout history to attract wealth and keep it flowing abundantly. Many great figures from ancient times to the 19th century tapped into spiritual wisdom to create and sustain prosperity. Their stories show us that wealth is more than just physical riches, it's an energetic force. Clearing spiritual blockages. Wealth is energy, and like any form of energy, it needs space to flow. Many people unknowingly block the flow of wealth into their lives due to past attachments, fears, or unresolved emotional baggage. Clearing these spiritual blocks means letting go of anything that weighs your spirit down: fear, doubt, resentment, or guilt related to money. Imagine wealth as a river that naturally flows toward you. If you build a dam of fear, negativity, or past trauma, the river will struggle to reach you. This is why clearing spiritual blocks is essential to making room for abundance. Take Marcus Aurelius, the great Roman emperor and philosopher of the 2nd century AD. He believed deeply in aligning one's spirit with the universe. Although he was wealthy by birth, Marcus faced numerous challenges during his reign. Yet, through daily meditation and reflection, he maintained stability and wealth in the empire. Actionable tip: meditation practice. Start by setting aside just 10 minutes a day to practice meditation. Find a quiet place, close your eyes, and focus on releasing any fears or attachments around money. Picture these blocks dissolving away, leaving a clear path for wealth to enter your life. Visualize abundance flowing freely toward you, without any resistance. This practice will help you make space for prosperity. Gratitude as a spiritual magnet. Gratitude is one of the most powerful ways to raise your vibrational frequency and attract wealth. When you focus on what you already have and feel genuine gratitude, you send out positive energy into the world. This energy acts like a magnet, attracting more of what you appreciate, whether it's money, opportunities, or good fortune. Historically, the concept of gratitude isn't new. Adam Smith, the 18th century philosopher and economist who laid the foundation for modern capitalism, often wrote about how gratitude and generosity can fuel personal and economic growth. He believed that individuals who practice gratitude naturally attract success and wealth. Cicero, a Roman statesman and philosopher in the 1st century BC, also recognized the power of gratitude. He once said, "Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues but the parent of all others." Cicero attributed much of his success in politics and his eventual wealth to the gratitude he practiced, both publicly and privately. Actionable tip: daily gratitude practice. Start a daily gratitude practice by writing down 3 things you're grateful for every morning. Be specific, especially when it comes to wealth or opportunities. Instead of just saying, "I'm thankful for money," try, "I'm thankful for the opportunity to earn money doing something I enjoy." By focusing on the good that's already present, you invite more positive energy, and wealth, into your life. Rituals and symbols for wealth. Throughout history, people from every corner of the world have turned to rituals and symbols to attract wealth. These symbols carry the energy of prosperity and help align your spirit with financial abundance. In ancient Egypt, the ankh was a symbol of eternal life and was associated with prosperity. Wealthy Egyptians would place ankhs in their homes and altars, believing the symbol would draw material wealth and spiritual riches. In medieval Europe, many carried coins with symbols of abundance, such as the Tree of Life, representing growth, strength, and interconnectedness, all qualities that promote long-lasting wealth. Even wealthy merchants like the Medici family in the 15th century used talismans for good luck in business ventures. The Chinese practice of feng shui also utilizes physical symbols to attract wealth. Objects like wealth vases or jade statues of dragons are placed in homes to increase the flow of prosperity energy. Manifesting wealth isn't just about working harder or waiting for luck to strike. It's about shifting your mindset, examining your beliefs, and using powerful tools like visualization and spiritual practices to align your energy with abundance. Actionable tip: perform a simple ritual for wealth. Let's begin with something you can do right away, a simple yet powerful wealth ritual. This is an ancient practice that helps you focus your energy and intention on attracting prosperity. Here's how you do it. Light a green candle. Green is the color of prosperity and growth. As the candle burns, let your mind focus solely on your intention, inviting wealth into your life. Watch the flame closely and let it become the center of your visualization. Visualize your financial goals, whether it's paying off debt, landing that dream job, or expanding your business. Clearly see these goals in your mind. Feel the joy of having already achieved them. The clearer and more emotionally connected you are to these visions, the more powerful your manifestation will be. Enhance with a citron crystal, known as the merchant stone. Citron is believed to carry the energy of wealth and success. Place this crystal beside the candle to enhance the ritual's power. Allow the candle to burn for about 10 to 15 minutes as you meditate on your financial desires. Visualize wealth flowing into your life effortlessly. This small yet meaningful practice can help shift your mindset and focus your spiritual energy on abundance, making it more likely to manifest in your day-to-day life. Taking action, aligning mind and spirit with practical steps. While rituals and spiritual practices lay a strong foundation, let's not forget that action is the bridge that turns dreams into reality. Simply envisioning wealth or repeating affirmations won't bring prosperity on its own. You need to combine mindset with action. Practical wealth-building strategies. Let's step back in time and meet Gaius, a young merchant from ancient Rome. Every morning, Gaius would meditate and visualize the wealth he desired, believing the gods would bless him. But he didn't stop there. After his morning rituals, Gaius hit the streets, meeting suppliers, negotiating deals, and seeking out new markets. Gaius teaches us that while aligning your mind and spirit is essential, it must be accompanied by tangible, practical efforts. Positive thinking alone won't fill your bank account, but it can guide you toward real-world actions that do. Money management and opportunities. Let's now travel to the 16th century and meet Sir Thomas Gresham, a renowned English financier. Gresham understood a vital principle: having wealth isn't enough, you must know how to manage it wisely. He seized opportunities, establishing the Royal Exchange in London, a financial hub that facilitated trade and commerce on an unprecedented scale. Gresham didn't stumble upon success by chance. His disciplined approach to money management and ability to spot opportunities allowed him to accumulate wealth and grow it over time. Here's the lesson: as you align your mindset with abundance, remain open to opportunities. They often come disguised in everyday situations: a new investment option, a business partnership, or even a simple conversation that sparks a brilliant idea. Recognize these chances and act upon them. Consistency in practice. Now, let's explore the story of John D. Rockefeller, one of the wealthiest men in American history. Rockefeller didn't build his fortune overnight. From a young age, he adopted a disciplined routine. He consistently set financial goals, saved meticulously, and reinvested his earnings. Rockefeller's success came from his consistent practice. He didn't expect wealth to appear without effort, nor did he chase quick wins. Instead, he understood that building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. His approach teaches us that consistency is key to manifesting and maintaining wealth. The principle is simple: regularly engage in practices that align your mindset with wealth, and pair these practices with sound financial habits. Whether it's saving, investing, or exploring new opportunities, staying consistent will keep the flow of abundance steady. Personal story: let me share a moment from my life that illustrates the power of aligning mind and spirit. There was a time when I felt like all doors of opportunity were closed. I decided to shift my focus by meditating regularly and visualizing the life I desired. Instead of just thinking about money, I began to focus on the kind of life I wanted to live, one filled with abundance, joy, and meaningful connections. As I continued this practice, opportunities began to appear. I received invitations to collaborate on exciting projects, and financial prospects that once seemed out of reach started coming into my life. It was as if the universe had been waiting for me to align my energy, and when I did, everything began to flow effortlessly. Historical success stories: let's revisit the past and meet Marcus Tullius Cicero, a Roman statesman. Cicero believed that knowledge was the greatest asset a person could possess. He actively pursued wisdom and used it to navigate the political and social complexities of Roman society, allowing him to amass both influence and wealth. Similarly, Leonardo da Vinci wasn't just an artist, he was a master at networking and branding his skills. His relationships with powerful patrons allowed him to secure commissions that fueled his success. Both Cicero and da Vinci show us that wealth flows when we align our unique talents with the needs of the world. Call to action. As we wrap up this discussion on manifesting wealth, remember this: wealth is not just about acquiring money, it's about aligning your mind, spirit, and actions. The stories we explored today remind us that success comes when we focus our minds, engage in spiritual practices, and take decisive, real-world action. Now it's your turn. Start making those mindset shifts, practice those spiritual rituals, and take practical steps toward your financial goals. The wealth you seek is already out there waiting for you. End with a guided meditation or affirmation. Let's close with a short guided meditation to align your energy with wealth. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and allow yourself to relax. As you breathe, imagine a golden light surrounding you, filling you with warmth and peace. This light is the energy of abundance. As you sit with this light, visualize wealth flowing into your life like a river, nourishing every aspect of your being. Now repeat after me: I am open to receiving abundance in all its forms. Wealth flows to me effortlessly, and I am grateful for all that I have and all that is coming. Let this feeling settle within you, knowing that you are fully aligned with the flow of wealth. When you're ready, gently open your eyes, feeling empowered and ready to take on the world. Thank you for joining us today. May abundance flow easily and continuously into your life. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories of manifesting abundance. And if you want to explore more ways to attract wealth and abundance, hit the subscribe button and join our community. May the blessings of the universe overflow in your life.